It's 3:07 a.m., and the fridge is the loudest thing in the universe. I swear it's plotting something. You're over there, starfished, one arm flung across the pillow like you won a battle in your sleep. Your mouth's just barely open, that little whistle in your breath. It's ridiculous. I should record it and sell it as white noise. Boyfriend breeze, guaranteed to annoy and soothe at the same time. I tried counting sheep, got to 19 before one of them tripped on a fence, and I had to stop and help it up. I'm too soft, even in my imagination. The blanket smells like our detergent. The one you said is too flowery, but you keep burying your face in my side of the bed. So who's the liar, really? I keep thinking, if I close my eyes hard enough, I'll fall through them like a trapdoor into sleep. Only my brain has decided it's a light show tonight. Random flashes, the cashier's chip nail polish, that email I forgot to send, the way your hand paused on the back of my neck in the grocery store when we were arguing about which pasta shape holds sauce better. You said rigatoni, because you're wrong. It's obviously fusilli. You mumbled spirals are chaotic, and I pretended to be offended, but secretly, I liked that you talk about pasta like it has a personality. Do you know the ceiling has a constellation? That little crack above the window connects to the faint water stain, and it looks like a lopsided swan. Every night, I name it something new. Tonight, it's the swan that refuses to sleep. I should tattoo it on my eyelids so it'll watch me when I close them. I thought about waking you. I even lifted my hand. I hovered like some tiny storm cloud over your shoulder. Your skin was warm, that kind of warm that steals the chill right out of fingertips. I almost said, hey, it's me, the chaos spiral. I'm stranded in my head and I need a ride. But you had that little twitch your eye does in dreams, and I got scared. You were somewhere better, running a marathon with celebrity penguins, or whatever your brain cooks up. And I didn't want to steal that from you. You said earlier, I carry the day around like jangling keys. Every step, another clink. You weren't wrong. They're loud tonight. The keys. The one that looks like guilt. The one that looks like I should have called my mom back. The one I pretend isn't jealousy, because that'd be immature, right? When you laughed too hard at your coworker's story, I felt something green crawl up my ribs. I smiled. I even laughed. And then in the car, I made you a playlist, like that would rinse it out. It didn't. I'm not proud of that. I'm telling you now, in this quiet, because I'm braver when you're asleep. Remember that day at the lake when the wind stole our sandwich bag and you chased it like it owed you money? You came back with grass in your hair and mayo on your cheek, triumphant like a 5-year-old. I still feel that kind of joy around you, and it terrifies me that something so light could be a thing I lean on. What if it snaps? What if I do? The clock is rude. Every minute it clicks, and I swear it's saying, another one you won't get back. If I could unzip time, I'd crawl inside and nap. Your knuckles are so soft when they're not tight around a steering wheel or a stubborn jar lid. I watch them rise and fall with your breath. I put my finger there, floating above, not touching, like if I do you'll wake. But if I don't, I'll float away. I'm a tiny balloon at the ceiling of this night. I keep rewriting the conversation we didn't have, the one where I tell you I'm scared about money, about my job, about being left. You'd say, left where? And I'd say, in my own head. And you'd do that thing with your mouth, that half smile, and pull me in like the couch is big enough for fear. Sometimes I think it is. Sometimes I think even the bed isn't. God, you drool. It's like your face is melting back into dreamland. There's a tiny string between your lip and the pillow, and I should be disgusted, but it's honestly adorable. If anyone asks, I did not say that. I'm tough, I swear. I'm the kind of person who eats leftover fries cold and calls it breakfast. I'm also the kind of person who stares at your drool and feels safe. I walked to the kitchen earlier, slow, trying not to let the floorboards rat me out. Open the fridge for the glow, like it's a tiny sun. Do you ever drink milk straight from the carton when I'm not looking? Because someone does, and it's definitely the cat we don't have. I stood there, and the cold slapped my cheeks, and I almost cried, not from sadness, from relief. The chill shut my thoughts up for a second, the way jumping in cold water shuts your skin up. I whispered your name into the lettuces. Weird, I know. They didn't respond. Snobs. But the hum got softer, like it was listening. I want to tell you about the dream I had last week. The one where we bought a terrible orange couch at a yard sale, and it turned out to be a portal. Every time we sat down, it took us somewhere else. Once to a blueberry field, with no people, just bees doing their tiny devotionals. Once to a train in the 70s, where everyone wore plaid and smelled like cigarettes, and hope. We kept losing each other and finding each other, like the couch was testing us. I woke up before the last stop, and I've been mad at a fictional piece of furniture ever since. There's thunder somewhere, not here, not yet, but I can feel it in the air, like a zipper getting ready to undo the sky. You'd say poetic, and I'd say dramatic, and we'd agree it's both. I want rain so badly, my teeth hurt. I want the roof to drum out a song that overrides the playlist in my head. I want an excuse to crawl on top of you and complain that the storm is loud and watch you pretend you're annoyed. I want your warm, come here voice. I keep circling the words I won't say in daylight because they sound needy. Don't leave. Stay even when I push. Remind me that love isn't a performance, a set of tricks to keep the audience clapping. I know you're not the audience. I know we're both on stage, and sometimes we forget our lines and mime eating spaghetti with invisible forks. I know you see me when I think I'm invisible. That's the terrifying miracle of it. If you wake and find me staring, I'll say I was counting freckles. I'll say I was calculating the exact ratio of your eyelashes to my patience. I'll say I was making a wish on every breath. You'll laugh into the pillow and drag me under your arm and use me like a second blanket. I'll pretend I hate it. I will not hate it. There's a scar on your wrist I always want to ask about. And every time we're out in the sun and I see it bright, I chicken out. It reminds me that you lived a whole life before me. It reminds me I'm walking into a story mid-chapter. Maybe that's why I can't sleep. I want to read the first pages. I want to know the opening scene. Did you sleep easy then? Did you talk to ceilings too? The thunder's closer now. The air tastes like metal. I'm going to sit up, okay? I'm going to cross my legs and put my chin on my knee and watch the window for lightning like it's a movie. You'll be the cozy commentary track I keep in my pocket. If a flash comes, I'll count. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, the way you taught me. I'll try not to think of how many miles away anything is. I'll try to be exactly here. Messy hair and insomnia, and a heart that won't stop drumming your name. There it is, Lightning, thin and mean, like it scratched the sky with a pin. 1 Mississippi. 2. The thunder jumps the fence and tumbles right into us. You flinch in your sleep. Your hand reaches out, searching, like a plan toward the sun. I slide my fingers into yours. They fit like they always do. Like the portal couch finally decided we passed. Did you hear that? Not the thunder. Underneath, a soft tap. Not rain. The hallway. The door. I'm probably imagining it. I'm definitely imagining it. But your fingers just tightened around mine. And your eyes. Wait. Did they just flicker open? Are you awake? Or am I still the only one listening to that sound coming from the dark?